guys. My hat is super deformed and I don't know why, but hoping that it adapts. It's super foggy and like low-key snowy, but not cold enough to snow, but it's really cold here. But I'm excited because I'm going to see our guys' soccer team play at Piedmont, and I might have said this in the past, but my sport was volleyball, but I played soccer through high school, and I don't know, soccer's just like more fun. Maybe it's because I never had the pressure of like trying to be like super competitive with it because I just played in high school, and I don't have to worry because it's only the guys, so I don't have to worry about seeing certain people. If you know, you know. And there's also like playoffs area for basketball, but I don't know if I should go. But, so I kind of like, obviously you guys can't necessarily answer my questions, and you won't see this for like a long time after I am videoing this, because I don't know when I'm going to post them, or if, but, so, have you guys ever like, okay, I'm just going to be really blunt. So my mom had me when she wasn't married out of wedlock, which means like, the actual term is bastard, which means like, it's a cuss term, but the same as like the bitch means like a female dog. Bastard means, a child born when their parents weren't married. And so basically, I was raised as a single child, and my mom put me through private school and everything, and I have a ton of respect for that, because she worked hard, but it was a difficult time, and so I've learned a lot from it. And not only am I Christian and believe the saying, why buy the cow if you get the milk for free, which means like, why marry him if you can have sex before. And I know it's not my right to judge, and I know physical attraction is a lot, but I guess I was just lucky to be able, I've only ever dated one person. You guys know who that is, and I love him, always will, but, I was lucky enough to, like, I'm very vocal about, like, what I think and my opinions, and from day one was like, listen, I'm waiting till I'm married, and that was it. And, like, when we started dating, I hadn't even kissed, I guess it was, like, a week before we started dating, we'd kissed for the first time. So, I, like, was not exposed to anything, and neither was he. I mean, he had, like, one girlfriend before, but it was, like, a middle school thing, so, yeah. But, I still, like, want to wait till I'm married, but I know that, like, the physical attraction can still be hard. Anyways, so, have you guys ever watched something? So, okay, the 3 shows I can put into terms for you guys is Orange is the New Black, Game of Thrones, and Shameless. They're all very, like, let's just say, pretty close. I've never seen porn, but pretty close. We're, like, very sexually graphic. And that's not why I watch the shows. I don't watch Orange is the New Black anymore. But, like, Game of Thrones is such a good storyline. And, like, sometimes I just fast forward through this stuff. But, yeah. And also with my mom being a single mom, is I was never exposed to, like, kissing couples, holding, like, that kind of thing. It was just, like, the exposure I had was, like, me with Will. So I'm not, like, super comfortable around PDA of other people, which is weird because I don't mind with me. I mean, we didn't, like, kiss in public or anything, but anyways, so the reason I brought up the shows is, so my best friend, has always been like, oh, Shameless is so good, but, like, I've always tried to watch it. In the first episode, like, they have sex in the kitchen, and it's, like, graphic, and I was like, and I don't know, it's just very, like, white trashy, and, like, I guess that's what it's supposed to be, but I was just like, why would people like this? And anyways, I was like, I know so many shows that I've watched one episode and be like, but I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna try. And so I, like, pushed through a couple episodes, and it's actually pretty good. Like, I'm not saying good morally, but it's a cool, like, story, and it's not the, like, rich kids and, like, everything. It's, like, the stuff that I'm not exposed to as much, and it, I don't know, it's, like, humbling, but also, I don't know, but anyways, I'm, like, on season 2, but the, like, sexually graphic stuff, it, like, is really the only time I'm exposed to it, and I've learned that this guy named Kevin in it is literally Will as an adult, and what I mean is, like, other than the guy he has long hair in season 1 at least. But if you want to look him up, it's Kevin Ball as a character. I don't know the actor's name, but he's this like big, broad. He has long, dark hair. And anyways, the only difference I see between him and Will is that his hair is like straighter. But even like, and I'm not like, even like his chest and broad shoulders, like, and like the way he smiles is exactly, it's weird, is like exactly like Will, which sucks because I noticed this on Valentine's Day, so I was just like in a bad mood. But anyways, so they like, he's married to this African-American woman, and they're like the super cute couple or whatever, and they're neighbors with the main characters, so I guess they are main characters, but they have like sex all the time, and so do other characters. The question is that obviously, like, I know boys grow up, like, they have, I don't even know that much about it, but like they have like wet dreams or whatever. This is just a weird topic, so I'm sorry, you guys can skip over it, but my question is like, I am not exposed to like I am still waiting till I'm married, but anyways, it's just so like, and it's not, you know, in movies when they make it seem all like pretty, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be pretty or like that hardcore, but anyways, have you ever watched something and along those lines and like you dream about it, but it's like not like that, I don't know, you just dream that it happened, but you were one of the characters, and you wake up really disgusted. So that happened to me last night. I'm just really confused, but this was, yeah, sorry. But anyways, the point of that was just wondering if you guys are exposed to something on like TV or something that you're not normally exposed to, and then you dream about it, and it's just weird because it's not something you like think about, because a lot of times your dreams are like something or someone you're thinking about like before you go to bed, or someone you miss, or like I dream about Will all the time, or something you fear, and I don't know. I also have this theory that I swear, you know how you always have those deja vu moments? I swear that like the dreams that you don't quite remember, but that you have that are like pretty real, like they're not like murder or like science fiction, I don't know, but they're like pretty real, just like, oh, having meal at like a table or something. I swear those deja vu moments are that we dream about like stuff in the future, but we don't remember it. I don't know, I swear, for me, that's what it feels like. I posted something on my story last night, just kind of like writing another theory. I have a lot of these theories, but they're not proven at all, and I'm not saying you guys have to believe them. They're just something that from my experience, I either choose to or like I really do believe. But I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this before. But so like right now, being right in between like just becoming an adult, just everyone going to college, or like the people I know are just changing like in high school. So like, have you guys ever noticed that, I mean, I'm not saying you guys are all my age, but like I've changed a ton, but people just change. Like, it's like a flip of a switch and you hardly realize it, and then you look back to like your freshman year, or like middle school, or like even just like a year ago, and you're like, what the hell happened? Well, so I've been thinking about this, and yeah, part of it is like, yeah, I think I've changed a ton, yeah, Will's changed a ton, yeah, my friends have changed a ton, but it's not even like bad sides. Like, people are doing things that, like, kind of how like people mature, and then people you thought never would drink, or like people like me, I was never ever gonna come back to Oklahoma. I was not gonna drop out of college, like, and here I am. Which it is a special circumstances, but like I never ever would have, like, this is not me. But at the same time, so I have this theory, is that when people change, there's like this, I think of it as like a Barbie, like the naked body is like who we are, and that doesn't change. But like, you can change the clothes you wear, as in like the personality, the people you hang out with, the actions you do, the way you talk, the way you think, like things can change, but there's still that naked body within you that is like the same. And I think for that, it's kind of like, I don't know if you would say your values or your morals, but it's like, for me, like, I am very structured and strict to like what I believe, and though it's changed that, okay, other people can do things that I don't think are right and it's not my decision, but I have just like I've stuck to what I believe, and I've stuck to like being a very like moral person where like, oh, that's wrong and I don't think it's right, even though the way I act, the way I talk, the people I hang out with or whatever have changed. And so like in this circumstance, like the easiest thing I can put to is like Will, is that I think that he's always gonna be the amazing person I know, and just because he's like doing or hanging out with people that I just never expected doesn't mean that deep down that amazing person I knew is gone, because he's still gonna be an amazing father because of just like his relationship with Ruby and his little sister, and he's still a supportive and like loving person that cares, he genuinely cares about people, even though he doesn't seem like he would, but he totally is. And he totally seems like he'd be a douche, but he, like, personally, when you know him personally, he's not at all. And those things I don't think are going to change. And with that, I think the naked body, things that don't change are when you develop a real love for someone and a really caring for someone. And I think this is evident, like, when you begin to hate somebody, the reason you hate them is because you cared about them so much in the first place, or that you thought about them a lot, or whatever. Like, true hate is equivalent to, like, the amount of emotion you have in love, because you think about them just as much, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, so, like, my whole point is that I will always, like, for me, example, like, I will always love Will. I'll always care deeply about certain friends that I may not be friends with anymore. And, it's comforting because then I know that, like, no matter what happens or how, like, if Will and I ever talk again or become friends or who knows, end up together, like, I don't know. But whatever happens is deep down, like, I feel like I know that he will always care for me, and that's not something that someone else or an opinion he has of me will change, because maybe I make some stupid mistake, or, like, okay, this is really, like, very off-topic example, but, like, someone murders somebody, like, their family always love them, they'll hate what they did, they'll be disgusted by it, but, like, deep down there's still that love for them, and I think that that's how, like, certain emotions don't change. But anyways, I just wanted to bring this up because it's something that's been really hard for me lately, is the thought of, like, I can't control old friends, old relationships. I can't force them to be someone I like. I can't force them to forgive me or to get back with me or anything. But, like, something that's really hard is, like, how the heck can something that was so genuine and so, like, for me, like, with having that defined line of, like, not wanting to have, like, a physically based relationship, is that it genuinely made me, like, emotionally attached. And I'm not saying this is two-sided. I feel like it was, but I can't talk for him. But I think that that's, like, the care that we both had for one another. I don't think that that's gonna go away, and that's so comforting. So, like, when I say that, I want to, like, simplify kind of how I was explaining that, but, like, one of the things that's been the hardest right now for me to, like, be able to move forward, and when I say move forward, I'm not saying, like, I'm not gonna ever be able to just move on from Will, and he's always gonna be a huge, huge part of my heart, and I'll always love him, and I'm not saying that in, like, a romantic way. There's just, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, because there's that feeling of, like, something within somebody that it just, like, doesn't go away, and so even, like, if he doesn't realize that he, like, I know he cares about me, because he's told me that, but, like, I don't think that'll ever go away, and no matter how, like, many mistakes that I make, which is really comforting, but the thing that's, like I said, has been freaking me out is, like, what if, like, he doesn't, like, what if he, like, literally doesn't give a rat's ass about me? And, like, from that, like, what if the 2 years we spent together laughing and, like, talking, and he's not the big talker, but he always listened, and that's something that's hard to find, especially when I'm the person everyone goes to, like, get advice from, which is weird because I'm not, like, my life is not something that, like, people want, But a lot of times people, I guess they just ask me, like, or they come to me for comfort, I don't know. And not as much anymore, but anyways, it's just been, like, sickening to be like, how can that all, like, have led to nothing? And so, like, it's comforting for me to know that, in my opinion, have to clarify that, like, this isn't a proven fact or anything, and I'm not putting words in his mouth. But I know there's a part of me that I know that he'll always care for me deeply. And no matter what happens in the future, if he never talks to me again, or if he does, I still have that. So that's, I don't want to cry because I don't want to put mascara on, but that's just, like, comforting for me to know, I guess. And I'm sorry, Will, if you've watched these and you think I'm just, like, making shit up and put it in your mouth. Like, I'm not claiming he thinks any of this. This is just an idea that I have. So, I just want to clarify that. But on a side note, I'm driving to Piedmont High School, and, like, I kind of, like, clicked on my maps and, like, saw, okay, where do I need to exit? Because I know generally where it is. Where I need to exit from the turnpike, and saw, like, a couple streets. But now my maps won't load, and I'm totally about to get there on my own. So, celebrate the small things, guys. But I also would like to say that 30-minute drive just went by really fast, from these videos, which is, didn't think I did 30 minutes, but also, I don't know if this, like, light right here, maybe it's, like, the fog, because actually, when the clouds, they reflect a lot of light, so you can often get a better tan than burn when it's foggier, or, like, cloudier on a sunny day. Cloudier on, like, a warm day, because a lot of times the burning rays are blocked, but the sun, it'll, like, still reflect, and that's why you can burn really fast when you're wet or in the water, because the water keeps reflecting more light. But I don't know if it's my skin or what, but, like, it's not bad. Not bad. Oh, I finished my 870-page Harry Potter book, and am on the 6th one of 7. Yeah. And I watched the movie right after. So, but this is about as far as, like, I remember anything. I think the only thing I remember is, like, in the last movie, they, like, are walking, like, Hogwarts starts to get, like, they're on a battle there. But so it's kind of cool to, like, read and not know what's gonna happen. And this book is only, like, a few hundred pages, not almost 900. But I actually don't know how many pages. I just know it's, like, half the size of the other one. So yeah. And now I'm kind of freaking out because I don't know what I'm gonna do after I finish reading these, because I never thought I would finish them in, like, a month. But who knows? I do need to start looking for a job because I'm now enrolled in classes that start, like, March 25th, and it's, like, a really rushed course. It's, like, 8 weeks instead of 16 weeks. So I basically do the total work course that a normal semester would be in half the amount of time. So I have, like, 2 times the work per day or week or whatever. But I can handle it, and it's only 2 classes. I just hate history and English are, like, my least favorite topics or subjects, and those are the 2 I'm doing. But I don't think I'll have to do much English, or maybe more English, but not much history after. So that's good. But I really would like to nanny, but I think with all the, like, rumors and drama about me, I don't know how well that's gonna work. So I'm here, but I don't, like, I see the bus, but I don't see anybody I know. But also, the only person I remember that plays soccer that is not my grade or older is Connor and Preston and Jagger, which I just don't know if they're playing or if it's, yeah. So I'm gonna sit in my car and watch Shameless or read for a little while, and they play again at 4:30, so maybe I'll just sit in the parking lot forever. Who knows? So I was scrolling through Twitter, and it said, you know, when it says like blah 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 have followed blah blah blah. Well, the blah 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 that they followed is the girl that bullied me. So, and I don't know if I told you guys, but I went back and visited my high school and totally was getting these like bitch glares from her, which like I was not in the wrong. Like, you were the one that bullied, and I could have, to clarify, Annabelle, I could have sued you or filed a report against you, but I didn't because I'm a bigger person and I didn't want to cause anything else. So just move on, stop being a bitch, and stop bullying people because it really hurts. But anyways, I saw that, and so now I'm getting depressed. And then I saw a tweet about Will. I just don't know what to do. So I went to Piedmont, but I decided not to leave my car, which I don't know why. Maybe because it's older. I don't know. Kind of disappointed myself, but they still have a game in like 30 minutes, but I am just shit. I just hit a curb, or not a curb. You know those like ones on the parking lots? Damn it. That was embarrassing. But there was no one around. And it's my mom's car, so. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm disappointed in myself because I didn't go in. I don't know, I kind of got a wave of depressed a little bit. But I am going to drive back. Yeah. But I'm going to go to the basketball game. So I was sitting here. I was watching Shameless for a little while, and then I was gonna read, but I got my journal out, and I kind of added some stuff to this letter or whatever I'm gonna end up sending or calling or saying in it some kind of form to Will. But you know, I just added a couple notes, and then I decided to start doodling. And something really cool and popular right now is like the one-line drawings. So I was drawing. There's this, my screensaver right now is this picture that's painted on a wall, and it says like stop apologizing for your emotions, and it's this like crying face. So I kind of started to draw that a bit. And in like one lines, and then I don't know, I just started doodling for a while. I mean, I got there at 1:30 and it's 4 and I'm leaving, and I didn't leave my car. Well, I mean, I walked out once to see who was playing, but I couldn't tell. But I have decided that I'm going to go to the game. I haven't seen or talked to Will or his family in over a month. I did write his parents a letter, but told them not to respond, and I sent his mom a message on Valentine's Day 2 days ago, saying basically like, happy sharing love day, love you guys always, and I'm praying that like everything can be forgiven and like move forward soon. But I haven't like talked to Scene or like, you know, since in a month, but and it was a good thing, but I'm tired of like avoiding and hiding, because I don't want to. You shouldn't ever have to hide from what you want to do and who you are because you don't want to hurt someone else, or you don't want to or you want to avoid somebody. You should find a way to like resolve that issue, and though it's going to take a long time, I just am tired of hiding away from it. So I'm going to go to the game. I'm probably going to show up a little late and sit by myself somewhere just to watch. I'm kind of hoping that Ruby will see me, but I don't know. It's kind of scary though, because like you hide because you don't like. I'm yawning. Okay, well, like I want to see and I want to talk to Will, but I don't. Oh, that is a huge cow. Oklahoma things, but I don't know. I don't want to see the negative sides, and that's what sucks. Is like there's two sides that things can play out, like positive and negative, and sometimes you get both, and I don't want any of the negative, so I've been hiding, but I need to, I guess, get balls and just do it. I don't know. Something that's been super hard for me that I don't know how to explain to anybody is, and I'm probably gonna cry at this one, which is so, yeah, but, about a year ago, I decided to kind of like, I'm not a pretty crier either, so this is not good, but, so I've told you guys I have siblings on my dad's side that I've never met, or the last time I saw was like 2, and I kind of started to follow my cousins and family members on that side on social media. And when I turned 18, I talked to Will about, like, I want to meet them, you know? And he was the person I talked to about it. And he was going to go, I was going to, like, we had talked about, like, he was going to go with me. So it's just really hard right now because I'm literally, like, getting messages that are like, do you still want to, like, meet up sometime soon? And I do, but I almost don't, because I wanted Will to be there, and like he was the one thing that was like, if things went bad, like I'd have him there with me to like comfort me or whatever. And it's not his job to do that, and but I have no right to like ask him to do it now. But it's just like so tough because I'm like doing things that we had talked about, I guess, on my own now. But I sucked in those tears, and I didn't spread my mascara, which I don't normally wear makeup. Like, this is like, okay, you can't even tell because of this weird, like, there. I am literally wearing, like, a tiny bit of concealer, but not, like, I don't wear foundation, because my pet peeve is if I have freckles, and someone does my makeup, and you can't see my freckles, I'm like, too much. So the only person I go to for my makeup is Jennifer Bentley. Shout out Beauty Bee. She's amazing, underrated, amazing, but because she knows I want my freckles seen. I hate when people are caked in makeup. But anyways, I only wear like spot concealer, which I don't even have any on down here, and mascara. Sometimes some blush, but like, yeah. So my question is, do I try to be social and show that I don't give a fuck tonight at the game? Or do I just hide and stay to myself and watch the game? Because I don't want to come off scared. But I don't want to come off like I'm trying to like be all cool, you know? I just want to watch the game in person. Like I just want to watch the game and see my friends that are on the team. Like, that's what I want to watch. So I think I'm just gonna be more quieted and like not hide. I'm not hiding. I'm done hiding. But just be kind of more quiet. I mean, I'm wearing a hat, so I don't know, but I don't know if it's just me, but so like I don't know if my memory is just like crazy good, and I'm not gloating on myself, but like, for example, right now, the girl who I'm trying to get to talk to me, who's like my good friend or whatever, you guys remember that. Well, I just went to drop off some clothes I'm like donating, but it's like secondhand, so they pay some or whatever. And the last time I was there, I had run into her and like lost my keys and like all this stuff, and that was like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. But it's just like, I don't know, I seem to like remember these exact like memories every time I go somewhere or like drive somewhere. May just be me, but hey guys, so I think today was progress. I went to the game, showed up like as they were calling lineups onto the court, and I just went up in the first little section and sat by myself, and then saw some guys that were in my grade that came in, went and called my mom, and then came back. Or when I was going to call my mom, it was so cool because Connor like yelled down at me like, "Jillian!" And that was awesome because I don't know if maybe like I still didn't believe that he actually liked me as a person. But that was really cool, and then I went back and talked to them, and it was good. And then at the end of the game, I avoided Will, and I don't know, I think it was good. I don't know. By like, I don't know if it was good, is like, obviously like I don't want to avoid him, like I want to see him and talk to him and hug him and stuff, but for steps of progress, because you know, maybe like the better I feel and the better I become and the more I grow, then maybe he'll want to come back and I'll be happier with myself either way. Because if he came back now, like I'm gonna love that, but I'm not gonna be happy with who I am. And if he didn't, and I didn't try to get better, then I'm not gonna be happy with myself. And then if I get better, I'm gonna be happy with myself, and he could come back. So, you know, I just think it was a step towards progress that I didn't need to see him. I mean, I saw him, and his shoes are not cute. I got him the good shoes, and he's not wearing them, but whatever. I don't care. But yeah, I didn't see his family there, so. But I don't know. It was really cool to like be able to see like some of the guys from my grade and some of my like guy friends now that actually do really like me as a person. So I don't know. This is like new. I guess I'm not saying people don't like me in the past or didn't. I think that I turned a lot of people off because of how forceful I was with my opinions and with who I am. And I still am somewhat, but I've toned it down a lot. And I'm a lot more like lenient with what like I believe and what others believe, and like I can't force them. And so like, I don't know, I'm more open. And I don't know, it was just really cool. It's just cool for people to wave at me from far away without me doing anything, and call my name, and like, I'm not like, it's not like a flirty thing. It's not like, it's just genuine. Like, I did see the girl that I just kind of like avoided, but the two girls that bullied me, but the one that was my friend, and I don't know if I told you guys, I messaged her kind of saying like, hey, like, I know you wouldn't intentionally try to hurt me, and I'm really trying to move forward, and I like one day hope we can like rekindle, because I would hate to like have this anger towards you or whatever, and like I'm praying for you and blah blah blah, and sent some Bible verses, and I just didn't look at her. I didn't look at Will like I didn't contact her or anything, so that's really good for me. But I don't know, yeah. So we'll see what happens next. I'm sure I'm gonna cry later because I do miss Will, and that's never gonna go away, but I might lighten up. So hey guys, well, I had a lot of talking today. It's super late. What time is it? It's almost 4 a.m. and I am not tired at all, but I've been doodling. Well, I think I've talked about like I've been doodling today, so I was going to show you some of them, but we'll
have to go back a little ways to find the first ones. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Okay, so we kind of started like here with, I was trying to do the like one-line drawings. And I mean, they're not very great, but I was really proud of them for like first tries. And I was sitting in a car. They're crying, by the way. And then I get really proud of, oh shoot. But I also have these. Okay. And then more of those, but I was really proud of this one. It says, "He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." I don't know if you can't tell what it is. It's a foot. And I did this one. "We ask God to move mountains, but forget that God also wants to move us. In fact, we are that mountain." So yeah. And then I'm just working on another doodle, kind of like a darker side, sorry, but just felt like sharing.